Reliability? Seriously?
You'd never pass for Delta.
An interpreter, then. You don't even speak Arabic. I'm wasting my breath.
I'm not taking a vote here. Okay, you're staying back. I want you here with Felix and Woods.
Well, if you have this figured out, I'm not just going to sit around. I'm going out.
Let her go.
Moving on. Adler, you sure that's all Alawi told you? Before you executed him?
You're in my world now, Marshal. Gonna have to grow up fast. Alawi knew the Pantheon had a presence in Iraq. It's part of a technology exchange with Saddam Hussein. Pantheon gets covering facilities. Hussein gets access to an experimental weapon.
But Alawi didn't know what the weapon was?
No, only that they're calling it the Cradle.
The Cradle.
Cradle.
Presumably. Alawi said it was in transit to a remote palace. Demonstrations taking place in a bunker underneath.
Hussein is a world-class collector of palaces. There are many on this map alone. Alawi was confident he knew the one.
Yes. This one.
Let's take a first-hand look then. We'll finalize plans soon and we'll ship out. Dismiss.
I'll take these.
Enjoy them. I brought them for you.
Figured. You don't usually smoke the shit brands.
Don't want you raising your standards.
Well, there's never been a better time to be cheap as hell.
Yeah.
Listen, I understand that in your own Adler-ass way, you invited us to this place. Maybe you've got squatters' rights, but don't much care.
You got a point?
What I do care about, what I need you to understand, is that this here is my team. You need us more than we need you, okay? We broke you out of that black site, and I just need an excuse to send you back. Bottom line, you're a stranger to me. All I got on you is your reputation, and it ain't all roses, Adler.
But you don't have to trust me, Marshal. But it might be best if you do, for you and your team.
I'll be the judge of that.
I had a little something stashed for you upstairs, but it seems I was robbed while on vacation.
Nah, you just loaned it to us. Forgot to tell you all. Surprise.
I just think you and I should spend some quality time together. We should get plenty in Iraq.
My thoughts exactly.
Hello. Why did everything keep moving? Why did it drop? Wouldn't you drop? Yeah, I've not played this for a day or two. Maybe actually a couple of weeks. Money have we got? 500 squid for that.
So, here we are.
Here we are. It's successful. Yeah, so I don't even know where we left off. Right, I'm not dropping any pranks. I'm looking at my YouTube videos and looking sketch. Let me know if I yeah, I've literally I've done playing the game in one go. You just need to prioritise the game and get it done with. I'm lost. I can't remember what we've done, so we'll just crack on.
Sure he is. And so are a lot of operatives up on the memorial wall. A big heart will weigh you down.
How did you discover the Pantheon?
I don't know if you had the pleasure of working with Jason Hudson. He was one of the casualties back in Panama. Just weeks before he died, he told me about a paramilitary group that may have infiltrated the CIA. Guess what they were called?
Pantheon.
Hudson seemed to believe they were homegrown, maybe transnational, but American-dominated. Most likely military and intelligence expats. The recruits seem Western trained, English speaking. They know how to think like us, which makes them especially dangerous.
Exactly what you're doing.
I've been in contact with Alawi since the beginning of the year. He wanted a red carpet out of Iraq and was willing to talk for it. As a Minister of Defense, his value is high, and he knew it. After coalition forces attacked, well, his timeline changed. I was to meet him in Kuwait and supply passage through Europe. Seems I wasn't the only one who knew his plans.
Woods took a big leap of faith with you.
After Frank got out of Walter Reed, the news was that I put him in that chair. I was the one who compromised his Panama mission in '89. Got Hudson and Mason killed, Woods injured. All bullshit. When I skipped town, I went silent on him, on everyone. Better
Sounds really quiet.
hate me than get caught in the net, but I guess it didn't matter in the end. So
Got
yeah,
time with plans,
we
we
did
don't
take
need
a leap.
that.
He's loyal.
Led because someone.
Last March, someone produced documents showing encrypted transfers. From the drug lord Raul Menendez to my personal bank account. I got wind of it before Langley called me in from Morocco. Decided not to get on that plane.
Okay.
Great talk.
I've known Adler since Nam. Give it 20 years. He'll grow on you.
Good.
Poor Savati. The nightlife around here is limited to owls and jackals.
What's up, Case?
What about Adler?
Adler expects everyone to Michael Jordan when he says jump, but I don't do no questions asked. Cat knows a lot more than he lets on.
I don't think we can trust.
You've heard the rumors. Adler's a wildfire. Burns through whatever's in his way if he gets the job done. Thing is, I'm not dancing to that tune. We're putting an end to the Pantheon and getting out of this thing alive.
We did risk a lot to break him out there. Yeah.
Tell me about it. Woods is really maxing out his credit on this one. But he's got a hell of a large line of it. Figure in this line of work, you'll end up in all sorts of crosshairs. But the CIA's dedicated my life to our country, you know? I believed in its potential. Still do, despite everything.
No,
After Capital Station? Hell, I don't see the cavalry coming either. We're all there is.
Livingston be behind Panther. Like the jackass at the start. I remember there being some jackass.
He spent the last year gunning for the old guard at Langley. Maybe he was the mole behind Panama, too. If it wasn't Adler, someone sure did a bang-up job making it look that way. I don't know, man. Can't say it all adds up.
Fucking man. We haven't figured out. Oh, more than I've spoken that before. Translated from Russian, I will be the first to safe and claim prize. Vitally, despite your confidence. The limited grasp of the English language is, of course, a subject of great amusement within the group. Good luck connecting the keywords to their counterparts in the room. How will you fare once we are embedded overseas? Mm. Follow the radar signaling page, which shows a strong response, and then search for the source. Once found, turn the dial to match the amplitude frequency of both waveforms.
I even switched off the lamp for the broom closet. Only the glow of the television remaining. He watched proudly as his country's flag flashed across the screen. I even switched off the lamp for the broom closet. Only the glow of the television remaining. He watched proudly as his country's flag flashed across the screen.
I can't work out if my mic that up.
I even switched off
Is
the
it
lamp
so
for
low?
the broom closet. Only the glow of the television remaining. He watched proudly as his country's flag flashed.
6, 7, 4, 0,
I even switched
9,
off the
0,
lamp for the broom closet.
6, 4,
Only the glow of the television remaining. He watched proudly as his country's flag flashed across the screen. I
4,
even switched off the lamp
8,
for the broom closet. Only the glow of the television remaining.
0,
He watched
5,
flag
2, 0,
across the screen.
2. What are we using these on there? 2,
I even switched off the lamp for the broom closet. Only
3,
the glow of the television remaining. He watched proudly as his country's flag flashed across the
Master lamp? Oh, I
I
can't
even
even get on.
switched off the lamp for the broom closet.
Shut up.
Only the glow of the television remaining. Country's flag flashed across the screen.
What are these for? Like, where do these need to be inputted? Is there another keypad? Could have been in here.
He watched proudly as his country's flag flashed across the screen.
Open the safe and claim the prize.
Only the glow of the television remaining. He watched proudly as his country's flag flashed across the screen. I even switched off the lamp for the room closet. Only the glow of the television remaining. He watched proudly as his country's flag flashed across the screen.
Hmm.
I even switched off the lamp for the broom closet. Only the glow of the television remaining. He watched proudly as his country's flag flashed across the screen. I even switched off the lamp for the broom closet. Only the glow of the television remaining. He watched proudly as his country's flag flashed across the screen. I even switched off the lamp for the broom closet. Only the glow of the television remaining.
What does it say? What's that noise? What does it say?
It seems the KGB operatives that lived and worked here in the 1960s took orders directly from Nikita Dragovich, the Soviet general that Alex Mason and Jason Hudson terminated in '68. Activities took place here without the knowledge of Soviet leadership or the KGB itself. Almost like the Russian equivalent of the Pantheon.
Could be any one of those numbers. I think we'll figure that out at some point. There's definitely a clue to be had there.
Well, it's been a few months since I went off the grid, but leads have been slow to turn up. Though I did get one anonymous tip out of Avalon. Pantheon may be partnering with one of the major crime factions there. And potentially reaching out to us as well. I've offered a small sum to a one-time asset of mine to follow up. She has an extra crime bearer, so I'd be surprised if she turns me down.
Hmm. I'm gonna wait so I can unlock the next lot of stuff and then we'll start doing shit up. I mean, I'm like, oh, this is new. The place is slowly doing up. Need to figure out what those codes are for in that room. Where did Savati go? What's next? On that. We did that. Work out there out. The rack. Who the hell wants a weapon demonstration under a palace in the desert? Saddam Hussein is who? We're gonna play Taylor over there, posing as Delta Force operative to see what the latest flavor of the month is.